hell?
Hello?
Well, what happened to your phone?
Well, that's what I thought you hung up on me.
No, it kept staticking. You must be on that portable phone.
Yeah, the cordless.
Yeah. So
Is that what makes it static?
Yeah.
Well, I said, well, she's just got tired of listening.
Are you on the regular?
Cordless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's in this outfit somewhere or another. Every time I get on, it's scratching.
Yeah.
But otherwise, now it's all right. It's in the weather and the...
Were you moving around?
No, sitting right here on my ass.
Oh.
In this chair.
No, well, you were telling me when Ted was in the hospital something about Mother.
Well, you didn't hear it all?
No, because it
well,
just...
Well, let me tell you before it cuts off again. She was around talking about me.
Uh-oh, it's starting to click again.
Yeah, it does. She was around talking about me to the nurses and everybody, I guess Miss Fry. There I was working my ass off, and there's all Miss hanging up over, had to even put a bed out in the hall for everybody to sit on, and she was telling Miss Fry that I was on dope, and also she was telling everybody I was going with a black man. And, well, she was just lost.
You know who that sounds like?
Who?
Barbara Kennedy.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. Troublemakers. And their sins are hidden.
Yeah.
Well, Barbara didn't even speak to me the first family gathering and just run by me this last time and just didn't even touch me or say nothing. Just said, no, you ain't Margaret. Well, there's a world of difference in her and Kathy.
Well, thank God for that.
Yeah. Well, and Jerry. They never. I remember years and years ago when all of them would pile up on Jerry, Barbara, Essie, and Kathy, and she'd throw a big fit when they got there or before they got there. It was a disgrace to hear it.
Yeah.
So she ain't never gonna change.
Well, I'm just gonna tell them for the record how Mother treated me. That's why nobody ever knew it and why I couldn't ask for help.
Well, tell it.
Yeah, it needs to be told.
Listen, child, they know.
They
know what all he was done.
It needs to be told,
well,
and
tell it.
Then I'll get it all out of my system.
Yeah, that'll help you. Well, that's what to do, babe.
So
they're so lily white, you know. Nobody else can. But Essie does understand things. Billy, too.
Yeah, Baby was real nice, you know, and seemed so sincere, and so did Mommy in this letter.
Well, she is. If she wrote you the letter, she is sincere. Because I told her when Sister called me and told me that bitch was walking around to Cyrus and her asking about that. I called Essie and told her. And then she called me back and said Barbara said she didn't do it. Well, that's an old story.
Yeah.
She's lily white. But I hate to talk ugly but on Sunday, but that's the truth.
Well, I'm just telling it, and if people don't, whatever way they want to take it, I don't care.
Well, I'd just say kiss my ass and let it go as that.
But I don't care how they feel about it. I just want them to know what Mother put me through. I'm so wonder I'm still here today.
That's the truth.
And not absolutely insane or dead.
Well, God gave you strength to carry on. But I'll tell you what, people who do things like that are miserable.
Yeah.
Mentally. But she was on narcotics for years and years, Charlotte.
Well, she acted like it.
Well, there was no acting to it. I know she was. And she was giving me I can't even remember what kind of pill. Oh, Lord, I can't remember yesterday, but it was on narcotic.
Well, why did the doctor give them to her? How did she get them?
Well, I don't know, but you'd have to ask, uh, maybe somebody knew. She'd go to different doctors, and I just don't know. And working at the hospital.
Yeah.
But dear, just go on and thank God you're doing as well.
I can remember so well her raging fits, and I got to where she would come to the foot of my bed and stand and rant and rave just like somebody insane, and
Yes,
I
she
could
was.
I could fall asleep with her standing there at the foot of my bed
Uh-huh.
raging.
Yeah, and
That
that smooth smile to everybody else. But let me tell you this. Do you remember that she was around talking so bad about Dorothy Barkay and that child was Dr. Garrett's child? Do you remember that?
no.
And Dorothy went to her house with a knife. Dorothy was an Indian to kill her. And she had just took, let's see, Nitris. No, it was not Nitris, but Nitris was the oldest. It was one of them way down the line. And see, Dr. Garrett was Dorothy's doctor. And that's what she told. That
Mm.
baby, the last baby she had was Dr. Garrett.
Mm.
So Dorothy went down there with a knife to kill her.
So what happened?
Well, somebody stopped her. But she's been a troublemaker all her life. Do you know what Catherine told me the last time I saw her?
Mm.
That Aunt Peggy would not let her girls associate with evil.
Mm.
Said her reputation was too bad. And that's the exact words that Catherine told me just before she died.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
And all I mean to tell you, anybody that's smooth working, it has to tell on them
Well,
some way or another. But I don't. Savannah said she didn't have a conscience.
I don't think so.
Uh-uh.
I never. I just. She just literally tortured me my whole life.
I know she did.
Told me the family didn't want to see me, didn't want to look at me because I didn't smile.
Well, that's abuse. They'd put her in prison now. But isn't that a why in the world to do a child like that?
So, I guess everybody wondered why I was so,
Isolated.
yeah,
Yeah.
and never acted like I had good sense.
No, I don't think they did. They just thought you was quiet. I remember when Tommy and me married and was down there and you wanted him to cut your meat or whatever you had. You called him somebody. No, that hurt me worse than anything. Bring up 30 years
Mm.
of... I don't think I'm not going to the next one.
No, I just,
It's not a reunion. It's just a glutton. I don't know. I told Kathleen I wouldn't go. She said she didn't care to.
mm-mm. Well,
All I know you can do about such that is just ask God to help you to get through it. You could write Essie. I'm sure she'd love to get a letter.
yeah, I am. I just want her and Bibi both to know why I wasn't able to ask anybody for help.
Well, look, Charlotte. And here's another thing that I didn't know till Kathleen told me. That Eva told her and Cyrus about that baby. Now, that was when it first happened.
Told who and Cyrus?
Kathleen?
Um,
Laird.
Laird.
Heard her. Kathleen told me that. One day she said, Mama, did you know about Aunt Eva told me and Laird that Charlotte had a baby while she was off?
Mm.
So it's nothing new.
Mm.
And now I guess she told everybody else. But to tell them children. And Kathleen didn't like it at all.
Well, she always talked about me to my friends
Everybody.
and told them I was crazy. And
Well, I'll tell you now, child. Anybody that that evil, Savannah said she is a devil.
yeah.
And they'll pay for it. I mean, she's miserable. Well, you don't know that she had when Tommy and me, when I separated from Tommy, he was down at her house drunk. She had talked to him about that my affair with the black man, and God only knows what else. And she called me and said he's coming up home with a shotgun. And I don't know what all she didn't say. You're still at home, I think. I don't know.
I don't know.
I said, well, you started that and you keep him. And that's why me and the children had to go to Savannah's. She had filled him up with all kind of mess about me. Only God knows what. And had him ready to kill me. Drunk. And that's that's the beginning of our separation. So, child, I don't like to talk about her, but
well, no, the truth is the truth is the truth.
Yeah. And Papa couldn't deal with her. I don't know. There was some difference there that he just he couldn't deal with her at all. But they never did say nothing. So we just lived till we died. But she had to be a miserable soul.
Well, she did her very best to drive me insane.
A big troublemaker among everybody. And breaking up couples. I just don't know anybody that is the devil.
Yeah, and how she wrote to me when I was down there and telling me all about Sister's new baby. And then taking me straight there when I got home. It was just horrible.
Well, I know it.
Torture.
Well, I'll tell you now, she's bound to have paid for it, but I don't know how. Only God knows.
So I'm going to send this letter so for the record everybody will know what went on.
Yeah.
And that'll be the end of it.
Well,
I mean, that'll be my story will be told, and then whatever they won't think is up to them.
Yeah.
But I'll feel better about telling it.
Well, that'll help you then. Just go ahead and do it. With that damn Barbara, I couldn't stand her years ago.
She's just, from all that you told me, she's just like Mama.
Yeah.
Same.
Just about.
Same thing.
And a know-it-all.
Yeah.
See, I told her James was working at this juvenile detention. Yeah, that's named off the head of it. I said, yeah, I saw him on TV the other day. She knows everybody and everybody's business and just a mouth. Just a mouth.
But Mommy's
setting up. I said anybody setting up in the First Baptist Church in Bossier and singing the loudest. And the devil.
Yeah.
God knows it. God knows all about it.
That's right. Well, Mark just came in, and I got to get...
What'd you cook for dinner?
Well, I hadn't yet. I'm fixing to get in there and do some stir-fry. I'm going to try to do it.
Well, how'd your gumbo turn out?
Oh, it was good.
Well, dear, don't worry about all that left.
I'm not. I just...
You know you can make yourself sick.
I don't worry about it anymore. I just want them to know how she did me.
They know.
No, they don't know how she did me. I want them to know.
They know her. Because she did everybody else. Not that maybe that bad.
Mommy said Eva was different.
She was. That's what I'm telling you. Papa couldn't do nothing with her. And,
Oh, your phone.
Goodbye. Love you.
Love you too. Bye.